A very happy morning to all of you students. Students, today in this video we are going to start with a new chapter, that is chemical reactions and equations. Students, it is a quite interesting chapter. Okay, in this we will know about how a chemical reaction takes place and the different types of chemical reactions. Okay, so at the end of the chapter you will get to learn, you will be able to give examples of a chemical reaction. You will be able to represent a chemical reaction in terms of a chemical equation. You will get to know that how to balance a chemical equation. Then list the factors which makes the chemical equation more informative. Then interpret a balanced chemical equation, that what do you get from that particular equation. Then describe the types of chemical equation with their examples also, and hopefully you will also get to know about redox reactions. So these are the basic objectives of the chapter, that what will you get to know about the end of the chapter. So let us start. Now students, we know that there are various changes in nature which can be classified as physical or chemical changes. Physical changes, as we all know, that they are temporary in the nature and the material undergoes change just in the shape, phase, size, etc., but does not undergo any change in its nature. Right? We will do some examples of it also. And the chemical change, if we talk about, on the other hand, are permanent in nature. The substances present before the change does not exist by the end of the change, and a new substance is formed. So there occurs a complete change in the substance. So that is the basic difference between the physical and the chemical change. Let us illustrate it with the help of an example. Just look at this. I have just broken this piece of pencil, but it still remains a pencil. Only the shape of the pencil changes, but it is still a pencil. So such type of change is known as physical change. But just look at this. Here also I have taken the piece of wood, but I have burnt it. Now, do this resembles with the ash which is formed after the burning? No. So in this way, this is a chemical change. So I think this is the most easy way to distinguish between a physical and a chemical change. Now proceeding with the chapter, what is a chemical reaction basically? A chemical reaction is a process that leads to the transformation of one set of chemical substance into the अदर, मीन्स इन विच हम एक केमिकल सब्सटेंस को दूसरे केमिकल सब्सटेंस में कन्वर्ट कर देते हैं. दैट इज अ केमिकल रिएक्शन. ओके, सो और वट एवर रिएक्शन दैट टेक्स प्लेस इन अ केमिकल चेंज, दैट इज वी कॉल एज केमिकल रिएक्शन. Classically, chemical reaction encompass the change that only involves the position of electrons. Classically means there are classical concept and electronic concepts. According to the classical concept, जो एक chemical reaction होती है उसमें सिर्फ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स की पोजीशन एंड द बॉन्ड बिटवीन द एटम्स इज चेंज्ड, बट देयर इज नो चेंज टू द न्यूक्लियाइज. मीन्स इफ हाइड्रोजन इज देयर, इट विल रिमेन हाइड्रोजन. ऑक्सीजन विल रिमेन ऑक्सीजन. ओनली द चेंज इन द पोजीशन ऑफ एटम्स विल टेक्स प्लेस. Okay students, that is the basic idea behind a chemical reaction. Now we often get to know about many chemical reactions which occur in our everyday life. For example, cooking is a type of chemical reaction. Respiration is also a chemical reaction. Okay, students, respiration, please don't confuse it with the breathing. I am talking about respiration, that is utilization of oxygen to get energy from the food. Okay, not inhaling or exhaling a gas. Then rusting is a common example. Then curd, oftenly, because nowadays summer is going on, so curd is also formed at our home frequently, so it is also a type of chemical reaction. Now indication of a chemical reaction, that how do we get to know that a chemical reaction has occurred, that we can get from the change in color by the evolution of a gas. Then there may be a change in temperature, or there may be a formation of precipitate. So any of these changes can occur which will tell us that yes, some kind of chemical change has happened, and the way how you can present that chemical change is known as chemical reaction. Okay, now each chemical reaction can be written on the page of paper, okay, on a piece of paper, by using some symbols, by using some words, and that we call as chemical equation. Okay students, so there is a bit difference between a chemical reaction and a chemical equation. Chemical reaction, what happens, and chemical equation, its representation. Fine students. So chemical equation is the symbolic representation of chemical reactions in the form of symbols and formulas. Like if I want to tell you that magnesium reacts with oxygen to form magnesium oxide, so this is the way how I can write it. Okay students. So the substances that undergo chemical change in a reaction are reactants. Okay. The new substances, that is now the substance that react to form the product or which are present on the left side are known as reactants, and which are found on the other side are known as products. Okay students, so the new substance that is formed as product and the substance which react are reactants. Okay, so there is a word equation that can be used in order to represent the reaction that occurs between the reactants. Okay, the substances which are present on the left hand side, they are reactants, and on the right hand side are written with the plus sign between them, and they are known as products. Okay, then there also exists an arrowhead between them that we call as pointer, fine, which just tells you the direction that how the reactants are getting converted into products or the reaction of the equation. Fine students, then there is one skeletal equation in which we use the symbols. Okay, like here for the same reaction which I have written before, that magnesium reacts with oxygen to form magnesium oxides. So that is Mg plus O2 gives MgO, where Mg is the representation of magnesium, O2 is the representation of oxygen, and MgO is the magnesium oxide which is formed. But this reaction is unbalanced. Why this reaction is unbalanced? Because it doesn't contain as many atoms as are present on the left hand side and on the right hand side, because both the elements present on right and left side are not equal. So such a reaction is known as unbalanced equation. Okay students, so in the next lecture we will learn about the balancing. I hope it is the concept that what is a chemical reaction, what is the chemical equation, what are reactions and products are very much clear to you. So thank you, have a nice day.